The girls felt sluggish. At the window, the world's light seemed dimmed. They rubbed their eyes to no avail. They felt heavy, slow-witted. Household objects lost meaning. A bedside clock became a hunk of molded plastic, telling something called time, in a world marking its passage for some reason. When we thought of the girls along these lines, it was as feverish creatures, exhaling soupy breath, succumbing day by day in their isolated ward. We went outside with our hair wet in the hopes of catching flu ourselves, so that we might share their delirium. The Lisbon girls ran past them. They might have been playing a game. They looked behind them as though afraid of being tagged. But then they reached the safety zone. The men turned off their chainsaws, and the pulsing air subsided into silence. The girls surrounded the tree, linking hands in a daisy chain. "Go away," said Mary. "This is our tree." They weren't facing the men, but the tree itself, pressing their cheeks against the trunk. While Therese and Mary had shoes on, Bonnie and Lux had run out barefoot, which led many to believe the rescue had been a spontaneous idea.
Keine Hefe mehr sichtbar sein. Das muss alles, bevor ich das andere drauf gieße. Mach die Tür zu, Antonia, weil das muss jetzt...
Fluffy Slime.
Ja, es ist wie Fluffy Slime.
Oh Mann, das ist so unfair.
Du hast ja die ganzen... Stopp. Drehst du wieder. Okay, und jetzt. Genau, komm schon.
Oh nein, ich wollte das doch machen.
Ja, genau, das tust du jetzt beim nächsten Mal.
Okay.
So machst du es.
Man muss das lernen. Den Kegel so backen und der Rand darf bleiben. Jetzt macht reinlegen. Die Finger weg. Herbert, komm schon raus. Herbert, komm, wir nehmen die andere Kabel. Das ist wichtig rausbringen. Der Herbert ist schon fertig.
Gut, probieren, okay?
Jetzt bringen wir da das Öl mit rein. So, macht euch wieder bereit. Kinder rüber, lasst
Ui, der.
Kinder. Schaut, noch ist Platz frei.
Dann den wir das schon relativ aktiv.
Die habe ich jetzt dann, die kannst du alle einzucken.
They hugged the trunk, which rose above them into nothingness. "Girls, girls," the foreman said. "You're too late. The tree's already dead." "That's what you say," said Mary. "It's got beetles. We have to take it down so they won't spread to other trees. There's no scientific evidence that removal limits infestation," said Therese. "These trees are ancient. They have evolutionary strategies to deal with beetles. Why don't you just leave it up to nature?" "If we left it up to nature, there'd be no trees left." "That's what it's going to be like anyway," said Lux. Thinking back, we decided the girls had been trying to talk to us all along, to elicit our help, but we'd been too infatuated to listen. Our surveillance had been so focused, you missed nothing but a simple returned gaze. Who else did they have to turn to? Not their parents, nor the neighborhood. Inside their house, they were prisoners. Outside, lepers. And so they hid from the world, waiting for someone, for us, to save them. In the end, the torches tearing the Lisbon girls pointed to a simple reasoned refusal to accept the world as it was handed down to them, so full of flaws.